Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a little girl named Red. She was known for always wearing a red hooded cloak, so everyone called her Little Red Riding Hood. One sunny morning, Little Red Riding Hood's mother asked her to take a basket of goodies to her sick grandmother who lived on the other side of the forest. She reminded Red to stay on the path and not talk to strangers. As Little Red Riding Hood skipped through the forest, she met a sly wolf. The wolf asked,
"Where are you going, little girl?"
Red, unaware of the wolf's cunning, cheerfully replied.
I'm going to visit my sick grandmother with these goodies.
The wolf, with a wicked plan in mind, said,
"Oh, what a lovely idea! But you know there's a shortcut through the woods. Take that path, and you'll get there much faster."
Little Red Riding Hood, eager to reach her grandmother quickly, followed the wolf's advice. She strayed from the path, and the wolf hurried ahead. Meanwhile, the wolf reached Granny's house first. He knocked on the door and pretended to be Little Red Riding Hood. Granny, who was very ill, said,
"Come in, dear."
The wolf entered and gobbled up Granny in one gulp. When Little Red Riding Hood finally arrived, she was surprised to see the door wide open. She entered Granny's house and found the wolf in Granny's bed, dressed in Granny's nightgown. The wolf grinned at her and said,
"Come closer. My dear, I want to see you."
But Red, who was clever, noticed something was wrong. She said,
Granny, what big ears you have.
The wolf replied.
"All the better to hear you with."
Red continued.
Granny, what big eyes you have.
The wolf replied.
"All the better to see you with."
Red was suspicious and said,
Granny, what big teeth you have.
The wolf, unable to hide his true self any longer, snarled.
"All the better to eat you with."
Little Red Riding Hood screamed and ran out of the house, crying for help. Some nearby woodcutters heard her and rushed to her aid. They managed to save her and capture the wolf. The moral of the story is, never talk to strangers and always stay on the path.